welcome to Remnant 101 at the City on a Hill Church. I'm Associate Pastor Ben Julalayan. God's remnant runs and fights purposefully, but God's way. We're going to look at 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 through 27. It says, "Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it. Everyone who competes for the prize is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a perishable crown, but we for an imperishable crown. Therefore I run thus, not with uncertainty. Thus I fight, not as one who beats the air. But I discipline my body and bring it into subjection, lest when I have preached to others, I myself should become disqualified." Now, believe it or not, there's actually more than one principle in these verses. Now, the running a race principle is something that we've covered here before multiple times, but with our focus dialing in on bringing Jesus back, the importance of it is much greater. As for the first major principle, when Paul says to run in a way that you will obtain the prize, he means run with purpose and not uncertainty, to make sure that your focus is on getting that prize. Because if you do, you won't let anything distract you. You won't stop for anything. You won't settle for anything less, because you know just how great that prize is. It's not like entering a race and saying, well, it'd be cool if I won, because that creates a settling mentality and it lessens the purpose. And without the purpose, it's no different from a fighter who beats the air, like it says in verse 26. Run in a way that you may obtain the prize. Now, what prize exactly? Well, verse 25 talks about an imperishable crown. In other words, a crown that is eternal. Now, what eternal crown have we made our very purpose at this ministry to go after? Like I mentioned earlier, bringing Jesus back. None of the "it'd be cool if that happened" about that. Now, we're settling for nothing less and going after it with purpose. Now, for the second principle here, I want to read what it says in my Spirit-filled Bible about verse 27. It says, "Athletes who break the rules become disqualified." Paul's illustration stresses the necessity of self-discipline and the danger of flaunting one's liberties. Believers must practice self-denial and self-control, even in matters that are morally indifferent. Now, this isn't the main point, but I just wanted to mention that self-control and self-discipline are very important, but do not let a worldly definition or interpretation of those things distract you from self-denial, which Jesus himself stressed the importance of. What may be difficult to decipher is that when it comes to everything, but specifically talking about running the race right now, this is telling us to do it God's way and not your way. And you can't do that without disciplining yourself to deny what you think that you know and give in to God's way of doing it. Now, what exactly is that way? Well, the one word that we continue to say, that's what you need to see the Lord: holiness. This is telling us that without doing it God's way, without holiness, we haven't met the criteria to obtain the prize. Basically saying that we've become disqualified. It's like breaking the rules. The flaunting of liberties mentioned in the Spirit-filled Bible can easily refer to the church world viewing salvation from Christ as liberation to do whatever they want. That's the quickest way to become disqualified. I can point to so many different examples of people in the Bible and the consequence of them doing things their way as opposed to God's way, like King Asa, King Saul, the Israelites during the time of Moses and Joshua, even Abraham at one point. Paul mentioned in the next chapter about the Israelites, as my dad mentioned on Sunday, that they are now an example of what not to do. We at the city know and have seen that God's way of doing things always yields the best results. And we are striving with purpose to bring Jesus back. God bless you.